A recession never starts with breaking news. It starts with a feeling, a tension in the air, a silence inside your bank account, the sense that something is shifting beneath your feet, and you don't know how deep the drop goes. The truth is, the 2026 recession isn't coming. It's already here. There's a story Jeff Bezos once told, not about rockets or billion-dollar launches, but about the early days of Amazon. The days when everything felt fragile. It was the late 90s, and the dot-com bubble was swelling like a balloon stretched too far. Investors were pouring money into anything with .com in its name. The world was euphoric until the day it wasn't. The bubble burst. Companies vanished. Fortunes evaporated. People panicked. And there was Bezos, sitting in a small office surrounded by stacks of books, monitors, and a whiteboard filled with scribbles that didn't look like the blueprint of a trillion-dollar company. He remembers standing in front of that whiteboard, hands on his hips, feeling the weight of the collapse pressing down on him. Amazon was bleeding cash. Competitors disappeared overnight. Newspapers predicted his failure. Everything around him screamed give up. But he didn't. Because in that moment, a moment filled with fear, uncertainty, and chaos, Bezos realized something. Recessions don't destroy the prepared. They expose the vulnerable and reveal the resilient. That realization changed him. It forced him to rethink, rebuild, and reinvent, not from confidence, but from necessity. And that's exactly where the world stands today. The 2026 recession didn't hit like lightning. It arrived slowly, like a shadow. Through rising layoffs. Through shrinking savings. Through silent shifts in housing, credit, and consumer confidence. Through the quiet panic people feel but rarely speak about. This is the moment Bezos faced, Buffett survived, jobs rebuilt from, the moment when the world feels uncertain and transformation becomes possible. Not comfortable. Not easy. But possible. Here's the truth most people never hear. A recession isn't the enemy. It's the mirror. It shows you what in your life is solid and what is fragile. It reveals where you were depending on luck instead of structure, comfort instead of strategy, hope instead of preparation. This is where Bezos' story becomes your story. When Amazon was collapsing, he didn't make emotional decisions. He made foundational ones. He cut what was heavy. Strengthened what was essential. Focused relentlessly on what he could control. That mindset is your greatest tool now. A recession teaches you to simplify, not shrink. To adapt, not panic. To protect your energy, your income, your opportunities, not by being afraid, but by being intentional. The world might slow down, but you don't have to. You can treat this moment the way Bezos treated his. Not as a collapse, but as a pivot. There are people right now quietly preparing while the world scrolls headlines. They're building skills, strengthening savings, repositioning careers, watching markets with patience instead of fear. Recessions create two kinds of people, those who freeze and those who reframe. Every crisis in history created a shift in power, wealth, confidence, and opportunities, and the people who recognized that shift didn't just survive, they broke through. You're standing at that same doorway. Picture this, it's late at night. You're sitting on your bed, scrolling through your banking app. The screen glows blue against the darkness. You see the same thing you've seen every week, prices rising, income shrinking, expenses tightening around you like a slow tightening belt. You exhale, long, heavy, because you can feel it. The crisis isn't a headline. It's in your chest. It's in your routine. It's in your decisions. But here's the part people forget. This is the moment that matters. Not the recession itself, but the moment you decide how you will respond to it. Because the recession may be here, but so is your ability to adapt. So is your ability to rethink. So is your ability to rise. Bezos didn't transform Amazon when things were booming. He transformed it when everything was falling apart. That's what leaders do. That's what survivors do. That's what people with clarity do. And that clarity is what you're building right now, simply by listening, understanding, and preparing. If this message gave you clarity, if it helped you feel less alone, if it gave you perspective instead of panic, Then stay with us. This channel isn't here to scare you. It's here to guide you, to give you calm in chaos, to give you the tools, the mindset, and the understanding you need to move through this recession with confidence. So if you want more videos that break down the financial world in a human, cinematic, empowering way, hit subscribe. Like this video. Share it with someone who feels the same uncertainty you feel. Because clarity grows when you share it. And right now, clarity is the most valuable asset you can have. The 2026 recession has begun. But you are not powerless. You are not behind. You are not fragile. You're becoming aware. You're becoming intentional. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't crumble when the world shakes, but stands taller because of it. Recessions reveal who we are becoming. And from this moment forward, you're becoming someone unshakable.